Hey guys, what's going on? Assalamu alaikum. May Allah bestow many peace, blessings, and prosperity upon you and your loved ones' path. May you stay healthy, wealthy, focused, and balanced. Peace, everybody. Welcome in. I know my upload schedule is really inconsistent, but I have gained a few subscribers, so shout outs to y'all. So, yeah, I don't really have an upload schedule. I just kind of upload when I want to. I need to get better with that. I do want to upload like twice a day because I'm really trying to grow this channel. I like YouTube better than TikTok. I'm not going to lie. I like YouTube better than TikTok. TikTok's just too much brain rot and drama. But I like the audience on YouTube better. It just seems like people have more attention spans. And I don't know, I'm not dissing TikTok, but I've made a lot of friends on TikTok. I've got inspired. I've inspired others. I can't complain about it. But also, peep the fit. Got the ripped. What kind of jeans? Stonewashed jeans. Ripped stonewashed jeans on. Camo shirt. Carhartt hat. Can't get more redneck than this. I know I usually dress a little bit more androgynous or whatever, but peep the fit is different for today. You guys get something different. You know what I mean? Let me sip my coffee. So yeah, I want to talk about Esoteric Nofap, or Bramacharya, if you will. This one guy came in my life and he's like, "Yo, I found you from your seed retention video. You need to do more." And I was like, wow, I have had a YouTube channel where I did talk about this topic that I'm going to tell you about, and it did help a lot of people, so I kind of want to bring it back. I'm testing the waters with this YouTube channel because it is a new YouTube channel. I do want this channel to be mainly about my spiritual awakening journey as a Muslim occultist. I do want this channel to be about motivation too and self-improvement, and Nofap takes a lot of that. So it's kind of a beginner's video. You know what I mean? I might drop some seeds in here and then kind of some hidden gems, but it's probably just going to be off the dome, you feel me? So if you're unfamiliar with what Nofap is where you don't watch the hub, if you get what I'm saying, and you don't do the actions that revolve around watching the hub or spilling your life force energy, you could say. Because if your seed can create a kid, if it can create a life and you retain it, that's extra life force. If it can create a life, why could it not create a life where you're in your highest potential, your highest ideal? Obviously you're going to slip up. It's inevitable. It's human nature. But the more you have self-discipline over your carnal nature, your desires, if you will, the more you're going to see. It's like the more you're going to see more of your shadows, things you repress, things you deal with. I noticed I dropped a lot of bad habits when I started Nofap and Bramacharya. I dropped a lot of bad habits, guys. I used to be a degenerate gambler, and I noticed when I moved out, it was easier to be on Nofap because I was like, okay, well, I got to provide for myself now. I got to use this energy. I can't be wasting my energy around. And then everything kind of fell into place. I quit gambling. I quit sports betting. So, and it's all because of that discipline I built up. Obviously, I do my best to pray 5 times a day. Sometimes I miss it, but I do my best to pray 5 times a day, and that's really helped on this journey too. So anyways, let's get to the point. Nofap is where you don't watch the hub, you don't spill your seed, and seed retention is, Nofap, I've heard different perspectives. I've heard Nofap is just abstaining from watching adult content or NSFW content, if you will. But seed retention is where you actually hold in your life force energy. Can't really speak from a woman's perspective because, but anyways, Nofap for guys in seed retention is you just don't give in to that carnal nature, that low temptation. And I'm not saying it's bad if you do, which this is a path a lot of people have a hard time with. A lot of people have a difficult time being on this path, you know. Some people, it makes them crazy. They don't know how to transmute this energy, you know. It just is potent energy. They're just so used to releasing that it's hard to break out of that loop. And I did make a video about breaking out of loops. Now, granted, I have slipped up many times in this journey. I'm not perfect. I'm still a rookie in the game. I'll be honest about that. I'm still a rookie in the game. Like, ever since I found out about Nofap, I was like, I have to do it. I was a teenager, and, you know, I had, like, hormones and stuff, and granted, I slipped up so many times, but, sorry, I got a notification from my Uber Eats, sorry. Yeah, I slipped up a lot of times, and it's not about, like, I notice it's not, a lot of people say don't count your days, but to me, like, I count my days because it's like a challenge. Every time, you know, you slip up, which, like I said, is inevitable, don't beat yourself up about that. Every time you slip up, it's like, okay, let me get further. It's like a healthy competition with yourself. You know, you should only compare yourself to you at the end of the day. But to go more esoterically, it's like, why would somebody want to do this? More self-discipline. You have more of a pheromone built up, like a masculine pheromone build up. And I notice when I've gone, like, many days on this journey, I've noticed, like, I get more attention. My aura field shines brighter. I don't know if you guys know this, but esoterically speaking, occultically speaking, I don't know if that's a word, but speaking in general occult terms, when you release your energy, it weakens your auric field. You can look this up, guys. It weakens your auric field. There are things called astral parasites, succubuses, succubi, that feed off your life force energy. Don't be scared of it. You know, you can do things to prevent that. You can do things to prevent that. I'll go into banishing rituals in a different video. This is more like surface level stuff, guys. But there are actual astral entities in the spiritual realm, you could say, like on a surface level. On a surface level, there are like beings or negative entities, demons, whatever you want to call that, that feed off energy of people. And one of that is releasing, you know? Yeah, so when you cut off that, okay, so let me say this. It's like a stray cat, you know, at a retirement center. You know, these stray cats come around at nursing homes and retirement centers because the residents feed the cats. Once they stop feeding the cats go away. That's how it is with astral parasites. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a spiritual world, guys. This is a spiritual world, a spiritual war. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? So once you, like, abstain from that for a period of time, they'll go away, man. They'll go away. I mean, you'll still have temptation, spiritual wars, but I mean, you're more protected because your aura shines brighter. Now, that can attract a lot of she-wolves in disguise, as Shakira would say. There will be a lot of temptations, but you gotta use discernment. You gotta use intuition. I fell recently because I got trapped. You know, I'm not gonna say how I got into that temptation, but I was on a high streak, and people will get attracted to you. Let's just say that, because your pheromones shine brighter. Your aura shines brighter. You'll be like a magnet to people. People will want to be around you, good or bad. But like I said, you have to use discernment. You have to use your intuition to tell, like, is this person a like mind? Is this person trying to, like, be an energy vampire, which means, like, basically an astral parasite as a human. Just feed off your energy, feed off the living daylights out of you. This happened to me recently. But yeah, like, why would you want to do this path. It's for self-discipline. Once you have this aura built up, your God connection, your Christ consciousness, your Krishna consciousness, your Muhammadan consciousness, whatever you want to call it, it builds up. So there, you have to like transmute it, you know? Like if you don't transmute it, which basically means transform this energy into something. This is an alchemist path, guys. You're a fucking alchemist if you do this. You will go insane, and that will cause you to relapse. Like, you will get really angry, but anger is also a good thing. I've been doing this for years. Like I said, it's not been perfect. Now that I moved out, I'm starting to become more aware of my habits and break those loops. Like, I made that one video, my second video on this channel. But it's like, yeah, so why I do it personally is because I want to, it strengthens that God connection. It strengthens that intuition. It makes me feel closer to my God, Allah. Praying 5 times a day, Salat, has been much easier because, you know, when you're praying 5 times a day, you know that God is watching over you. God is always watching over you. Like, God is looking at the throne, the curtsy, his throne, and he's looking down on you like 24/7. And that also inspired me to like go on Nofap, because, you know, when you're doing a bad deed, or you're, you know, doing what I'm talking about, like relapsing, knowing that God is watching over you is like, should I really be doing this? I mean, everybody has a different path, but this is more of like a right-hand path leaning thing. More of a white magic type of alchemy, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, it also heals traumas. Like for me, like it can heal traumas. Not heal, but like, I guess if you have like certain traumas, like it doesn't open that. It doesn't open it to the astral parasites. You get what I'm saying? I can go in deeper on that. I don't want to talk about my personal life like that, but I'm just letting you know, it can soothe those symptoms. I'm not a therapist, but I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? Like, it makes your aura field stronger. And like I said, I'm just spitting off the dome. I don't have notes. I'm just speaking from experience, guys. I mean, there will be a lot of temptations, and when you slip up, you just get back on your high horse. Like, for me, this happened recently. When I did slip up, I didn't meditate. I didn't get in a still state. That's more for later, when you like are on day 3, day 7. It's more so when your energy feels heightened. You gotta slow down. You gotta meditate. You gotta transmute it. But praying 5 times a day really has helped me, anyways. Going back to that, because when you're praying 5 times a day, you don't have to be Muslim. You can pray to Jesus 5 times a day, or even more. You know what I mean? But for me as a Muslim, when I pray 5 times a day, and like, because we do this thing called wudu, which is ablution. You wash your face, your hands, your arms, your feet, and it kind of purifies the 5 senses. It's symbolic for that. So it's like every time you pray, you're supposed to wash yourself. It's like a Muslim baptism. I don't know how to explain it to people that, because I grew up Christian. That's the best way I could explain it to people. So it's just like a way to like get in a state where you're able to invoke God through Salah. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that has helped a lot, because every time I'm about to do wudu, like, or ablution or purification, and I'm about to pray, it's like, you know, sometimes I've gotten a temptation like an hour before, and it's like, you know, I don't want to come to God feeling like low vibrational. You know, I want to come to God and be like, MashaAllah, thank you, God, that I made it this far. You get what I'm saying, guys? You get what I'm saying? But, you know, like, there will be times when you slip up, and there's ways to handle that. I can go in a different video about that. I can talk about this for hours, but like I said, when you have that God connection, that Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness, Muhammadan consciousness, you feel me? You'll be able to manifest a lot better. Opportunities will show up on your path, because you have that aura, that magnetism, and you can choose the opportunities. There are bad opportunities, good opportunities, but you have to use your discernment. You got to use your fucking intuition. You feel me? I'm getting hyped in this video. My coffee's kicking in. But yeah, like your aura is fucking magnetic, dog. I'll be honest, guys. Like, you guys know I'm an LGBT ally. You guys know I'm bisexual. I can go in on how that me and Sufism get along if you want with that. But I used to have like extreme gender dysphoria, and there were some things about that, but Nofap really helped me get out of that. It helped me embrace more of my masculine side, because watching those kind of videos, not for everybody, but it kind of does confuse you a little bit. I can go in depth if you guys want in a different video, but what works for me works for me. What works for you might not work for me, vice versa. But that has personally helped me out tremendously. It helped me embrace my masculinity, because I feel that extra testosterone. And when I do transmute it, I pray 5 times a day. I box. Voice crack. I box. Things like that. You know, I love boxing. Like, you have to get that energy moving. You have to, or you're going to go insane. You don't know where to put it. So you put it into your manifestations. You can make more money. If you're disciplined, like, seed retention isn't going to make you more money. It's you. You are the conduit. This gives you more energy. It's like a steroid. It doesn't work unless you work out, you know? So I box. I meditate. I focus on my visualizations. And I conquer. So this is a video, guys, about Bramacharya, Esoteric, Nofap. I love you all. Assalamu alaikum. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, comment down below. My Instagram is in bio if you want to chop it up. I'm kind of not doing any tarot readings right now. I'm not really doing any, like, coaching right now. It's almost Ramadan, so I'm trying to focus on myself. But I will be going crazy this month. I will be going absolutely fucking batshit crazy on these videos. I'll be dropping like 2 videos a day. Inshallah. Love you all. Peace.